Nigeria didn't just get here by accident. There were signs. Signs the world ignore. And today, I will expose three of the biggest political fraud that not only shaped Nigeria, but also revealed how silence fueled corruption. These are not conspiracy theory. They are verifiable, documented frauds, confirmed, and I will be naming names. So, if you ever ask, how did Nigeria get bad? I mean, this bad. Or, why does nothing ever change? Then take a seat and a cup of palm wine. This video might answer more than you expect. Forget tribalism and religious sentiment. It all boils down to a failed system. Some may say, why are you exposing this by now? It's because I have seen people that are suffering. No food to eat, no place to work, and they take their own life by themselves. Most of these people, before, they used to say, God will save us. Later lost hope. Some totally lost hope to the extent that they said Nigerian can never change anymore. And you begin to hear the words like, make it better for only me and my family. If it don't better for us, God just bless me and my family, I'm okay. Can you see how far this has eaten deep into the society? Simply because we choose to be silent. If this generation continues this way, we may become nuisance like the early elite. I mean, they are older now. Now the ruling class. Our silence these days is beginning to make the ruling class appears like a secret cult. So, on this channel, I call out fraud, expose failed policies, and tell truth that mainstream refuses to. And if you believe silence protects the corrupt, hit the subscription button. Make sure you share this video to at least 4 people. Let's talk facts. Let's start with Edo State. In 2022, the Edo State government approved over 200 million for constructions of road in O1 East. Contracts were awarded, press releases made, budget document files. But till today, there is no road, no construction, just dust and forgotten promises. Who was the governor? Godwin Obaseki. And behind the scene, Adams Oshimole, former governor turned senator, still playing puppet master. And here is the twist. Oshimole, the same man who once led Edo's fight against corruption, even at the Labour Party before he went to APC. Not to talk of the time when he was the head of Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, fighting against corruption and the government. Now, the same man is supporting the system he once exposed. He played both sides, governor, senator, APC kingmaker, and he defends Obaseki when it is convenient and attack him when it suits him. This 200 million naira road wasn't just a failed project, it was a political theater of deception. No arrest, no refund, no consequences, just more debt and silence. So, who benefits? The contractor? The politician who signed the contract? Or the politicians who signed the check? One thing is clear, Edo people didn't. For some of you that follow me on TikTok, you should remember the case in the video titled, even if Tinubu or Obi win in 2027, you will still suffer if this happens. See it here. Go and check the video. You can equally follow me if you haven't. Why I said we may become nuisance and not that we are silent alone. Let me show you. Look at this man. Who protests past Oshimole? Have you forgotten? What about Tinubu? During Jonathan's subsidy removal, or in the time of Nadeko days, they all protested, believing that when they get to power, something good is going to happen. So, this generation, you have people like myself, Sowore, Dejade Yonju, Randy Peters. VDM is doing great. Thank goodness that we have more women involvement than the early generations. People like Mama P, Aisha Yusufu, and the likes. But nothing has changed. Have you seen anything changed? It looks like history is repeating itself if care is not taken. Despite all the protest and noise, it's all equal to silence because we forget so easily and fast. And when you forget your history, the same mistake will repeat itself or reoccur. Now let's talk about one of the Nigerians' quietest but the most expensive scams: ghost workers. Between 2016 and 2023, the Nigerian government reportedly removed over 70,000 ghost workers from its payroll. Sound like a progress, right? Wrong. Here's the fraud. Many of these names were never removed at all, just transferred, renamed, or used to divert money in private accounts. Simple. Some ministries, especially in the education, civil service, and defense, are bloated. You can't trace who is real or who is fake. In 2017, the federal government announced it saved 288 billion by removing ghost workers. So why is Nigeria still borrowing money to pay salaries? Retired police are protesting against those in active service for unpaid entitlement. Soldiers on battlefields lost morale because of poor welfare. Not to talk about weapons. They claim that they recover Abacha loot. So why are the public workers still unpaid? Because the system wasn't clean. It was just rebranded. For example, in 2020, whistleblowers exposed a university registrar who had over 300 fake staffs listed under his department, collecting salaries for people who never existed. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't transferred. You see, ghost workers are not just numbers. They are symptoms of elite collaborations, politicians, bankers, and auditors all getting a cut. In June 2025, Nigeria recorded one of the biggest monthly revenues shared in history. The Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAAC, you can call it FAAC if you like, they shared 1.818 trillion naira. The money is meant for the federal government, which was shared among 36 states and 776 local governments in the country. Here is how they share it. But before that, wait. How did they get the money? The largest portion comes from oil, that is 1 trillion naira, from statutory revenue taxes, oil royalties, and company profits. Another source of this revenue is VAT. Nigeria made 631 billion naira on it. They made this money from food we buy and like phone data that we buy and more. That is, you and I also contributed to this revenue. Next is 29 billion naira they made on electronic money transfer. Those little charges on bank transfer, 10 naira, 15 naira in bank apps. They made a whole lot of money there, 29 billion naira. Note that and add it to the 1 trillion, 631 billion, and this. We are going somewhere. Next is 100 billion naira from non-mineral resources. If added then, the total will now be 1.18 trillion naira. We are making progress. Back to how they share the money. Federal government took the lion's share, that is 645 billion naira. The states took 607 billion naira, and the local government took 444 billion naira. Finally, the oil-producing state got 120 billion as derivation. But did you hear it anywhere? None of them even complained that the money is too small. This money can build standard schools, at least 6,000 primary schools and 3,000 secondary schools, well furnished with toilets, with hostels, with everything needed. It can also build about 5,000 kilometers of standard road to be used by Nigerians, even at the local government level. It can also clear outstandings for pensioners. Like police, you can see as they fight each other. It can build hospitals. So, did any of your politicians tell you this, and did you see this on the mainstream media? And we keep silent. And that is why this video matters. You see, these frauds are not just isolated. They are interconnected. And the people who benefit from them depend on one thing: your silence, your forgetfulness, and your tribal loyalty. But we can change that by talking, by remembering each other, by refreshing memories, because they don't come out history, come out for school, by exposing this every time, and by exposing more. If this video moves you, don't just like it, share it, discuss it. Make sure you share it to about 4 people at least. Ask your local politicians if they will be honest. Because if we don't talk, they will continue. 2027 is loading. I am Branchild. See you in the next video.